Step into my ring, you gorgeous legends. Tonight, we're talking about something rare in wrestling. Not gold, not belts, not betrayals. We're talking about love. 2020, in the middle of a chaotic, crazy era, one storyline broke through all of the noise and gave us something we hadn't seen in years. A romance that felt real. This is the story of Mandy Rose and Otis, WWE's last great love story. Let's set the scene. It's late 2019. Otis is part of Heavy Machinery, a lovable, goofy tag team with overalls, dad bods, and weird energy. And Mandy Rose, she's the golden goddess, blonde bombshell, SmackDown's it girl. Think Trish Stratus meets modern Instagram baddie. So when Otis starts catching feelings, it's cute, harmless, a comedy angle, right? Except something unexpected happened. It worked. Otis wasn't creepy and Mandy wasn't the mean girl. Their chemistry was adorable, genuine, sweet, and for a split second, WWE fans, who are usually fueled by blood and betrayal, were actually rooting for love. Otis finally gains the courage to ask Mandy out. She says yes. They're supposed to go on this date, and then Valentine's Day happens. Otis shows up to the restaurant, flowers in hand, nervous, sweating, only to find Mandy already sitting across from Dolph Ziggler. The crowd gasped, Twitter exploded, and Otis, heartbroken. It was the classic, she picked the hot guy over the sweet one angle. But what made it sting was that Otis never played it for laughs. He didn't wink at the camera, he legit looked crushed. And Mandy, she looked confused, almost like this wasn't what she wanted either. And that's because it wasn't. Y'all ready for the plot twist? Turns out, Mandy never stood Otis up. Sonya Deville, her best friend, sabotaged the entire thing. She deleted Otis' text, she coordinated with Ziggler behind her back, she manipulated the whole storyline just to stop Mandy from dating someone she didn't approve of. It was the breakup before the relationship even started. And it hit hard because how many of us have had a friend intervene in our love life or been told we're too pretty, too successful, or too out of his league to fall for someone genuine? WWE had accidentally stumbled into something deeper than they planned, and it resonated. So why this story worked? Because this wasn't about a title. It wasn't about a brand. It wasn't even about who was the better wrestler. It's about how we see ourselves, how we're taught who deserves love and who doesn't. Otis wasn't conventionally hot. He was funny, loyal, kind. And Mandy, she wasn't a mean girl. She wasn't dumb. She was choosing her own story, slowly realizing the world around her was controlling her image. And maybe she didn't like that. We weren't just watching a romance, we were watching two characters find the courage to love publicly when everything in WWE said they shouldn't. All right, so let's fast forward. It's WrestleMania 36. No crowd. Pandemic era, empty arena. Most storylines were falling flat. During Otis versus Ziggler, Mandy runs in, she slaps Sonya, low blows Dolph, and for the first time, she chooses herself. She chooses Otis in front of the cameras, in front of the world, and they kiss. It's not a heel turn, it's not manipulation, it's love. Silly, maybe. Cheesy, sure. But in a time when the world was falling apart, this kiss was everything. So what happened after? Like most WWE romances, it didn't last. Otis and Mandy quietly split on screen. She was traded to Raw. He went solo. WWE doesn't do love stories often. They do betrayal. But when they get love right, it hits harder than a chair shot. Because at the end of the day, wrestling isn't just about championships, it's about connection, emotion, heart. And for one brief storyline, Mandy Rose and Otis gave us all three. No weddings, no vows, just a messy, beautiful, sabotage-filled love story that left us all believing just a little bit. And I'm Gorgeous Mara, and this is Too Cute to Tap Out.